Check out the new addition to Mikasa. American flag, baby. Looks freaking sick. And got the bald eagles in the garage, ready to freaking attack. You know, we had to throw the tire back on the S550. You know, I like riding around with the sticky Mickey. The Mickeys, they just look better to me, honestly. Cuts up the car. I got the black wheels, black and chrome in the back. Got the bronze up the front. It's that perfect combo. Welcome back to another video, and let's just jump right into it. So this is the #1 question I get asked is, why did I start YouTube? What was the main, go-ahead reason? Who was the person? What started it all? What gave me the drive? What's the motivation? Because this is pretty much a full-time thing. Trying to get 2 videos up every single week for you guys. Plus working, trying to make bills, paying for these 2 toys right here, and keep pumping out content for you guys. It's a lot of work, and honestly, I enjoy it. Wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. My first initial thought of when YouTube actually crossed my mind, when I was like, okay, I really want to do this. I really want to jump into it. It was kind of like, what car should I get and what car would I wanted to use and make videos with? At the time, I just had my F-150, 2017 F-150, working full time. I had no sports cars, no S550, no Fox body. Most I had was a freaking mountain bike, and I was just working, saving my ass off with the F-150, and just saving. And then when the thought actually hit, I was like, you know what? I've always wanted a freaking Fox body, and I looked at so many of them. I looked at some that were pretty much full-blown race cars. I looked at some that were pretty much stock, but just needed a lot of work. And one day, just on Instagram, happened to see this exact car. Someone posted, and I hunted down the owner, searched and found it, and sure enough, I found it. I bought the car. It was out of Clayton, North Carolina, or South Carolina. Yeah, it was Clayton, North Carolina. Found the car, bought it, and that was pretty much what started it all. The only thing I regret is buying one that was already done up, but I got a good deal on it, so I couldn't pass up the deal, and I was like, you know what? I bought my dream car, Fox body. I'm never going to ever sell this car. Literally just got an offer again last weekend for it, and I'm like, no, sorry, it's never going to be for sale. But that was the car that actually started everything. If you guys have a thought about doing something, just freaking do it. Don't even think about it. If you know you want to do it 100% and you're about it and you're going to give 100% of your effort, just go ahead and do it, because I wasted so much time just thinking, can I do it? I don't want to start something and not finish it. If I'm doing something 100%, you better bet your ass I'm not going to freaking quit. So that's just the type of person I am. Before I do anything, I like to think a lot about it. So this was actually a super big decision for me. And then officially, when I made up my mind, I was like, you know what, screw it. You only live once, and life is not guaranteed. And it was a lot of personal shit that happened. A lot of things that my friends have said to me that have passed from underlying diseases. And don't want to speak much on that, honestly. But it was just so much, it was everything kind of mixed together. And I was like, you know what, why not? Because some people don't have the opportunity nowadays, and I was like, God has given me the opportunity to do certain things that other people haven't. Some people wish they were in my shoes. You know, everyone wishes they were in someone else's shoes, but you honestly have to realize what you got and just take it and roll with the cards you're played with. Because I think of everything like this: everyone's life is like a deck of cards. You don't know what you're gonna get dealt. So whatever you have as an option or your hand to use, take it and freaking run with it. That is the only thing you get. Someone sitting there and complaining and that someone has this, someone has X, Y, and Z, someone has this, they had this advantage over me. You can't even use that as an excuse, because I watched a video the other day. Stradman literally started out of an Audi, and he was uploading his videos from freaking McDonald's. So I don't even want to hear anyone's excuses. If you have a home, you have internet, and you have a camera or an iPhone, you are literally starting off better than Stradman. So just put that in perspective of where he's at and where you could be today if you just took the effort to actually do it. I don't know why I have these vivid ass dreams all the freaking time, and you guys know Wild Steve, I tell him, and some of them have came true, and I had one, and it's still in the works. Once I hit 100,000 subs, I'm going to let you guys know on that very specific one, and it's about freedom and going places and doing things. So honestly, give me to 100,000 and I'm gonna let you all know on that little secret right there, because that would pretty much be complete icing on the cake with everything that I've thought of and everything I have done and all the effort and working into making such a thing happen. let's jump back in time, maybe, I don't want to say 5 years, right, getting out of high school. So pretty much how it started was, you guys all know Snapchat. I used to use Snapchat so freaking much. I used to go out with all the boys. We used to go out to the bars, and I used to do vlogs on my Snapchat, post a freaking whole story the whole night. I was that guy that had like a mile-long Snapchat story, but it wasn't just a nothing. It wasn't just a freaking fireworks. It was actually like the dumbest and the funniest shit that we just pretty much did throughout the night. And like when the guys used to go to the bars, it was like whoever got the most sauce, like that was funny as shit. So we were filming him getting in the car, just doing stuff like that, like all the dumbest shit. I used to film on Snapchat, post it to my story, and people would honestly go crazy over it. I used to wake up with like 100 new people on Snapchat. Before Snapchat did that update, I used to get a dumb amount of views on Snapchat, and it was so funny because that was just what we were doing every single weekend. And like having conversations with people that I've never met before in my life, and they would tell me like that was the funniest shit I've seen. They would add me on Snapchat, and then they'd be like, when are you going out again to make another video like that? So that was pretty much what I did, and that's how it kind of like all started. It was like a small snowball, and the farther we went down the hill, it just kept going and going and going, and got bigger, and now I do YouTube and started doing all this. So I kind of like got the feeling like of enjoyment of making people laugh. Like I would be holding the camera, absolutely crying, laughing, could barely freaking see. Like, you know, when you laugh so hard, your eyes are watering to the point of no return. And I'm like just trying to hold my camera straight while someone's falling on the ground. And like, even when we went to Mexico, one of my buddies fell on like this little rock hill when he was drunk. And it wasn't even that big, but just the way he fell, he was perfectly fine, by the way. The shit was so funny. I cried laughing to the point where like I lost feeling in my legs. Like I had to lay down on the sidewalk in the middle of Mexico because it was just that freaking hilarious. So that was just a little backstory on how all that kind of snowballed. And over time, I had the thought, like it always crossed my mind a couple times here and there, of doing YouTube. And I always had Mustangs. It pretty much all started from back when I was could crawl or pretty much sit in a car seat. My dad had a 88 Celine Fox body. I never really got to see that car because I was super young. I don't remember that, but he had a Fox body gold coupe. I don't remember exactly what year it was. I want to say that was an 88 or 89 also, but he used to race that car all the time at the track and build it, do stuff with it. And I used to ride around in the back of the car with a roll cage in and balance my freaking head off the roll bar when I was younger. So that kind of like as where it started, just being in the race car. And him, like it was a full drag car, like it had drag suspension. And I remember us riding in and him just gassing in, lifting the whole front end up, and me pretty much having to hold my head from getting banged up against the roll bar. But that's where the love for cars came from. And that's kind of like where the passion of making people laugh and enjoy videos was pretty much from Snapchat and going out and just seeing everyone cry laughing. You know, the crazy thing is, it's been a solid year of working, and this is pretty much what we created in 1 year together. If you really think about it, the Fox kind of started it. The Fox was the motivation. The Fox was the beginning. And the Fox was what got me to get a move on and do the things that I wanted to do. But the S550. The S550 changed the game this year. S550 did new things, and it's still like, this is 1 year of ownership with S550 pretty much. Not even a year yet. Not even one full year of ownership. And the things we still have planned, the list of things I have to do to this car, you guys are going to be amazed. Just believe me. This car is going to get raced to death. I'm not going to lie. This poor car is going to go through hell, but it's a Mustang. It's built for it. Ford built this car tough, and I know they did for a fact. And it's just a good feeling that, you know, Ford puts the effort in to make these cars stout. And it's going to run like a champion for me. I know it for a fact. I'm going to knock on some freaking wood, you know, because things happen. But she's a soldier. She's a soldier. We got some more things to plan. And it's crazy. I can't wait to see another year down the road of what's going to be in that garage, or where I'm going to be living, or what else is going to be here, or will my truck be here, will the freaking Kia be here, or just anything in general. Like, in years' time, where will things sit? And that's the thing I love the most, is the not knowing of where the future is going to take you. I never knew this was going to happen. I mean, you never know anything's going to happen, but you can plan and hope for the best, and I just can't wait to see what year number 2 is going to bring. So It's gonna be good. You always have that select few of people in your life that motivate you and put you in a certain direction to buy things, to do things. And the number one guy I would honestly say, and no BS, no just talking out of my ass, my buddy Derek Barron Productions. I watched his videos for a few years in high school, hit or miss. I mean, I honestly, personally, I didn't like the 2-valve content. I'm not a 2-valve guy. That was his cup of tea. I was more a Fox body guy, but I still watched because he made the smallest videos entertaining, and he took situations that were super shitty in his life and made the brightest day out of them. And it's kind of hard to put it in perspective. I remember one of the videos, he was like, you know, you're working, I remember he worked at Jersey Mike's, and he said, I can't see myself doing this the rest of my life, the simple 9 to 5 work life. And it's not made for everyone, honestly. Everyone enjoys certain things, but it kind of hit me because I'm not that type of person either. Kind of took the leap of faith, bought the C8, and things happened to meet up with him. So it's crazy. I know God works in mysterious ways. He puts people together in certain situations to be able to work together and grow. So it's honestly a blessing to be able to be saying that. I met the person that kind of like gave me the final push to do something. And I hope this is almost the final push for you to do something and achieve your goal that you want to achieve, or just make the go for it, because Derek was my final push. One of the things that I absolutely love about YouTube is being able to connect with every single one of you. And it's almost like heartwarming at the same time, because I feel like so many of you guys that I've already met, we are the same people down at heart. Our parents both grew up in the same crowd with Fox bodies, and we are the same people, and we both love the new S550 generation. So it's just weird. It's like almost we're friends, but we don't even know we're really friends at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have boys in Florida now. I have boys in Georgia now. And it's just like, once I met them and we became friends and started talking, it was almost like we've been friends for years. We get along so well. It's almost scary, to the point of where, like, wow, like, I didn't know this dude 3 hours ago. And now he's at my house drinking beer. We're partying. And it's almost like I knew this guy my whole entire life. So it's just crazy how picking up a camera, talking, and being able to meet new people all over the United States, talking to people in Australia, talking to people in Canada, and you have a bond with them almost, because you guys we all share the same passion as cars, obviously. And I enjoy making content. I enjoy, like, it's just fun. Like, this is just me. I don't do this for anything else. I do this to entertain, to meet new people, to make new friends. And it's honestly like one of the biggest blessings of my life, because it's crazy just who you meet and like how genuine some people are. It gives me hope, because some days I feel like there's no good people left in the world. And then someone leaves a nice comment on a video, and then when I go to Mustang Week, so many nice people come up to me that are in the younger crowd, they're in the middle age, they're even old, they're in their 60s and 70s, and they watch the videos and they're like, we're all the same people. It's weird. It's the weirdest feeling in the world, but it's a great feeling. And honestly, I have to just say thank you for that. That is a wrap to today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. It was the most humble and the most honest way I could make this video, straight from the heart, how everything started, where it began, where the passion started, how kind of it started from school almost a little bit, just from Snapchat, and how things progressed as time went on. And it's a good feeling. You know, God puts you and puts every single one of us in a situation where it's going to put you in a direction where you want to go the rest of your life, and you can either make the most of it, or you could just complain about it and waste your time and be a person that you really don't want to be. So this is my message to everyone out that is willing to make the leap of faith into doing what you want to do in life. Just do it. Tomorrow is not guaranteed to any single one of us. Any person could die tonight, the next day, the following. You don't know. Don't plan for the future. Plan for the day. Make every single day a better you. Grind to make a better self of you every single day. do something every day to benefit you, to make you more money, to grow financially, like anything in general. Just every day, dedicate something you do each day. If it's 20 push-ups or if it's working an extra hour, something in that day to make you a better person, guys. And that is a wrap. That is my honest, most faithful opinion I could put it. So till next one, guys, stay blessed. Catch you in the next one. Peace.